Okay, today is all about organics. What is organic? How do I know what I'm buying is organic? Why does it cost so much? And is there really any benefit to it? Let's start off with the simple answer to one of those very complex questions, and that is, what is organic? In a nutshell, that means that product, veggie, fruit, has been grown without the use of any pesticides or synthetic fertilizers. Pretty straightforward. Now, as to whether or not you are buying something that's organic, there's a couple different ways that you can check that out. First, on the side of produce, there's always that little sticker you got to peel off before you clean it or you eat it. It's called the PLU, or the price lookup sticker. That should have a 9 as the first number if it's organic. So let's say you're buying conventional bananas, the number may be 4011. If it's organic bananas, that's going to be 94011. So that's one way you can tell whether or not what you're buying is organic. Another way is to look for the USDA organic seal. And in order to get that green and white seal, then that product had to be certified by one of 50 USDA certifying agents. And that means the product is at least 95% organic with all the different ingredients that it's used. So there are a couple different ways there that you can determine whether or not your product is organic, and kind of stick with the benchmark of the USDA organic seal. That's the one that's kind of universal for everybody. So why does organic cost so much? If you look at it, it can be 2 to 3 times that of its conventional counterpart. Well, a lot of it is because the organic farmers aren't subsidized by the government like the conventional farmers are. So they're getting less money, and what you're seeing is the true cost of growing that apple, that banana, that head of romaine lettuce. The other thing is that the conventional farmers can use the pesticides, can use the genetically modified varieties in order to produce more. They have more to sell, which then drives down the cost. So it's kind of cyclical in that term. But the more demand there is for organic, we're hoping that the price of it does start to go down. And now for the benefits of eating organic. There have been several studies out there as of late that have said organic food is not more nutritionally dense than its conventional counterpart. And there have been some other studies out there that refute that, all right? That's up for you to decide. You go log on and you figure that one out on your own, because there are 2 different sides to that argument. I will tell you though, I eat organic not because of what I'm going to get, more nutrients, it's because of what I don't want to get, and that's toxins. In fact, a few weeks back, I talked about the body burden, the number of toxins we take in. You can check that video up on KTAR-FM as well. But I don't want those toxins in my body. So every year, I take a look at what the Environmental Working Agency puts out, and it's called the Dirty Dozen. Every year, they take a look at the fruits and vegetables that have the highest pesticide residue on them. This is the pesticide you can't wash off, you can't peel off. And they say buy those 12 ingredients as organic. And if you do that, you can actually reduce your body burden by 80%. So that kind of helps your pocketbook as well, because you're not wasting your money on stuff that really doesn't matter. Focus on the dirty dozen when it comes to buying your produce, and you will actually reduce your toxin load. And now, sure, you can actually peel some of it off and you can wash a little bit off as well. But if you think about it, those pesticides are in the ground. They get into the roots, they get into the inside of the fruit and the veggies where you can't wash it off. And that's why that Dirty Dozen list is so important. Think about it. How do you expect to be healthy if the healthy foods you're eating are full of chemicals? Listen, if you want to eat clean, then pay attention to the Dirty Dozen.